Yeah, that big round in the Nations Cup the other night. Can he keep it clear, keep it quick, and then pick up when the others make mistakes? There's the first split, a little bit slower than Lolly was at that point. Again, keeping it to a similar time. He's got over that, he's got 2 to jump. He's playing the percentage game a little bit more, trying to make sure he doesn't add to that score of 4 from the opening round. Donald Whitaker, Millfield Collette delivers the clear in the second round, 42.76. The combination are certainly having a very good summer. One fence in the opening round, but he was still fast enough to qualify as the best of the 4s. So now we can just wait and see what happens. His time, 42.76, was a second or just under a second slower than Lolly Militao, but she, of course, with the additional 4. Now we turn to the clears. And here he is, Petter Fredriksson, the only rider in the field here that has won this title previously, Catch Me Not S 2 years ago. This year with Al Capone des Carmil. Simply brilliant Swede. He only started with this horse at the beginning of the year. Look at him going over to the right to get the angle to make the turn to the left. He doesn't want to leave anything on this table. He's faster than the time set by Donald that leads at the minute. And he's just getting quicker. Pushing on now to the turn back. The clear is what he needs. One more fence left to go. Where's he going to put him? He starts it off with a clear. The pressure's on all of those now to follow. There are 9 more that know they cannot make a mistake. Petter Fredriksson and Al Capone des Carmil, 42.53. Of course, it is faster than what we saw from Donald Whitaker, but it is actually, it's slower by a second than what we saw from Lolly Militao. So we will potentially, in fact, inevitably see faster rounds, but Petter's done the important part. He's left the fences standing. So where does that leave him at the end? We will find out, because next up, it's the first of 2 in this second round for France. Nicolas Delmont riding Jordan Mulga M. Glasses are on. He's looking around. And now he knows he's got to go clear. And now the split becomes relevant to a clear round. 42.53. 3 different split times. We'll see them as they go. Nice and smooth. First split comes up as he comes to the plank. And he's a second faster already. But he's lost a little bit coming down to the double. Half a second. In fact, he's lost 6/10, and he's had a pole. So the fact that he remains 4/10 quicker counts for nothing against Petter Fredriksson. Where will it sit him in terms of Donald Whitaker's 4 penalty round? Because, of course, that's where the balance comes. So, yes, he's quickest, 41.95. Still, Lolly was quicker, but it is Petter that leads, the only double clear so far. Nicolas Delmont, though, does keep himself ahead of Donald Whitaker, who is now in third. Pressure is mounting. €500,000 is being worked out here. Next to go, as I said at the start, perhaps the combination it was difficult to look past when it came to who you'd pick as a favourite. Certainly it did for me. The European Championship winning combination. And of course the individual silver in Paris. Might not have been the quickest in the first round, but Steve knows the first round isn't what counts. This is the one that counts. Much tighter. Look at that to the plank. Still gets there and jumps it beautifully, and he's nearly half a second up on Peter Fredriksson. Here, this will be a test. Oh, he's lost a little bit of time going into that double, though, because there was just that momentary hesitation, although that was very smooth. He's still not leaving himself a lot in this. It's getting tighter and tighter. Now, how much risk will he take to the last? 42.53. Stig Gerdat jumps it and goes into the lead by nearly 0.4 of a second. Tremendous round, despite the fact at points it looked like it could be very, very tight. It is Joe Stockdale riding Equine America Cacharel. How fast is he willing to push, Joe Stockdale? Equine America Cacharel already on the turn. There's the split, 0.74 away. Gets away with a little rub. Second split in the double. 1.17. Giving himself the room. Unfortunately it goes down. How fast will he be on a score of 4? Is he still 42.67? It puts him into 4th place at the moment. Still just 2 riders have managed the double clear. He slots in behind Nicolas Delmotte, but he is faster than Donald Whitaker, so it is into 4th place, and that is still a brilliant performance despite that fence for those two. They'll be disappointed not to have jumped the double clear, but he was pushing on. Wouldn't have been far. He would have been within half a second of the leading time of Stig Gerdat. This is a big old test in this second round, and we now move in to the final 4, and this for Argentina is a partnership that have got plenty of experience in this situation. José María Larocca Jr. and Finalente. There's the order, 2 double clears. Stig Gerdat, Peter Fredriksson, but it's Steve's at the moment as he watches on from wherever he's hiding to see how these challengers fare. Oh, they just pause the countdown for a moment. It's up there on the side, look, 42.15 to beat. Similar placing to what we've seen with others, losing about 3/4 of a second at the start. Maintaining it to all intents and purposes. It's just another 10th or 2, but it is in the wrong direction. Now he's speeding up a little bit on the turn back here. Coming on. 42.15 to beat. This is going to be tight. He could do this. Finalente leads. José María Larocca Jr. for Argentina jumps into the lead of the Rolex Grand Prix. Oh, never mind powered and presented, or powered by Audi. That was powered by Finalente. Sensational round. Well done, Jose. They have taken over by less than 1/10 of a second from Stig Gerdat and Dynamix. And it was that turn after the big wide parallel, coming back to the Carlsberg fence and then running for home. The team very, very happy, but he'll know there's 3 still to go. We're not over and done with yet. And again, when you consider the time that he lost at the start of the course, that makes you think that the time is still beatable. And we still have to remember that, I mean, I think it wasn't the fastest time. Yeah, 41.49. That's come from Lolly Milanete. Now, yes, she had a fence down and ended up on 8, but that's still 0.6 of a second faster than Jose. If he does this, he'll have won the 2 major Grand Prix here in the same day. The 3-star already in the bag. Now looking to complete the double with the 5-star. Here goes Lorenzo De Luca for Italy with Demba Dutalma. Not to be. So, Jose guaranteed a podium spot now as he leads with 2 to go. He had the pace, and he's still going to need it because a fast 4 currently puts you 4th. Well, he had speed in abundance. That's going to be much faster than the leader, 30.34, so 41.34. 0.7 of a second quicker. Still good enough for the fastest 4 position, which is at the moment into 4th place for Lorenzo De Luca and Demba Dutalma. With 2 to go, guaranteed a top 6 finish. At the moment in 6th place is Joe Stockdale, Equine America Castorel. Next to go, Belgium's final challenger. It'll be Cohen Verriek and Casanova de la Pomme. And then it'll be Kevin Stout for France, the last in. José María Larocca Jr. leads from Stig Gerdat and Peder Fredriksson. The 1, 2, 3, the only 3 double clears with these 2 left to go. These are the fastest 2 from the opening round as to how they qualified. So, José María Larocca Jr. now guaranteed 1st or 2nd here this afternoon. Stig Gerdat guaranteed a podium position. How fast can the partnership here for Belgium get round? I mean, again, they're showing how beatable that time is, and I do not doubt that Kevin Stout has been watching and been told about plenty. Can Cohen be faster than Lorenzo and put himself up into the top 4? Not quite, 41.62, although not far away. The 3 fastest riders on 4 are all faster than the leading time. Still, unbelievably, there's only been 3 double clears, and from the perspective of that, you know, if Kevin wanted to, he could just come in and have a little jump round and win 50,000 euros. If he could just leave the fences up and finish in 4th. I don't see him doing it. I see him wanting to win it. But there is that percentage gain to play. When you're last to go, you know what everyone else has done and you know what you need to do. You make your plan accordingly. It is either going to be José María Larocca Jr. and Finalente that win this Grand Prix for the first time, or Kevin Stout and Diallo Blue PS. Either or, it'll be a new winner and a new name on this trophy in Brussels. Whose is it going to be? It'll be José María Larocca Jr. and Finalente. I'm so pleased for them. That combination that have been such partners over the years in this sport. And it's a podium of Jose, Steve and Pedder. And we'll lock down Steve Godet's leading rider prize. Coming to the end. And goes into 6th place with that time for Kevin and Diallo Blue PS. So it is Lorenzo De Luca that'll take 4th, Koen Verriek, and then Kevin Stout to give us our top 6. But what an amazing afternoon of sport, right the way down to that pole falling. We had no clue who was going to win this one, but I'll put my hands in the air. I didn't see Jose and Finalente winning it, but at the end of it all, that is exactly what he has done. Full marks, Jose María Larocca Jr. An absolutely outstanding round on the tremendous partner of his, Finalente, to win this one. And by 7/100ths of a second.